Welcome to the third session of Jah Damion Talk, Real Talk, African Parables and Proverbs. This is our third session. We are still in the Congolese Proverbs as we are continuing from the previous two sessions. We will be moving from the Congo whenever we are finished from these Proverbs. Well, we're not finished as yet. Yesterday, our last proverb was left for one of our viewers to solve it. All our viewer had to do was leave in the comment section what their thoughts of this proverb was and share it, comment it. But I promised that I would start by deciphering this first proverb, then moving on from there. So we'll be moving on from our last session. This is our third session so far. We ask our viewers to please participate, comment, like, share. Also subscribe for the new and upcoming videos that we will be releasing. So with that said, blessings, and we'll be continuing from yesterday. Our last proverb from yesterday was taken from the Congo, the Hema people of the Congo. It says, wisdom is like fire. People take it from others. That very much plain within itself states what it's dealing with. People learn experience from other people who already have it. And wisdom is like fire. The knowledge of wisdom, the experience teach the beginner, the adept teach the beginners, parents teach their children. The experienced ones they are the ones who always teach what they learn. So wisdom is like fire. People share, our teachers, our friends, people who put us, even if it's not academically, there are people who put us on the track towards certain things in life, because not all things in life are academic based. But people, whether it be a relationship issue, someone who is in a relationship before you having that experience, and they can deliver to you the needed information. So with that said, we will leave that proverb. Another proverb from the Congo, from the Batek people, or the Batiki people, Batek people. You learn how to cut down trees by cutting them down. So this is saying, within the hands-on experience of life, this is how you learn to overcome. This is how you learn the skill, by putting your hands on. You learn how to cut down trees by cutting them down. You learn a skill by doing the skill over and over again until you reach mastery. And that very within itself explain that while doing something, we learn how to master it. Congolese Proverbs. Again, it says, the skin of the leopard is beautiful, but not his heart. So, yes, the leopard has a beautiful coat. But what are the characteristics of a leopard? If we were to call someone a leopard is a predator, very vile predator, hunter, carnivorous. So if we look at the beauty of the leopard and its coat, you will be taken away by the outward appearance. So this proverb is telling you not to be taken by outward appearance, but to check what is on the inside, what is integral. So the skin of a leopard is beautiful, but is his heart? Do not be taken by outward appearance, because beauty is skin deep. It's not all that glitter is gold, in other words. And that is the Baluba proverb of the Congo. Another Congolese Proverbs. A day of hunger is not starvation. This is telling people how to be, or do it in their means. people to be strong, because one day it's good to be tolerant. It's not good to be overwhelmed by little situation. Yes, minus is a minus, losing is losing, failing is failing, but one failure is not all failure. One day of hunger is not, it's not starvation, it's not a famine either. So let us not be overwhelmed or overtaken by things that happens to us. Let us stay focused and be tolerant. Here's another Congolese proverb, a proverb from the Congo. He who does not like chattering women will remain a bachelor. A bachelor is a person who is not married, right? Is that so? A person always seeking marriage is a bachelor but not married. All women like to elaborate, like to express, articulate themselves, because women are creatures who are connected to, very deep rooted to emotions. That's why their body is so sensitive. They get more more sensory nerves than the male. So women are very expressive. If a man does not get taken to a woman chattering and talking and expressing herself, he's not going to find a partner. He will always remain a bachelor, because women want to get down into your heart. They want to make that connection. So the man who does not like chattering women will remain a bachelor unless he's gonna get a dumb wife. Another proverb from Congo. It says, if you are too modest, then you will go hungry. Many a times you may have something and you have enough to share, but you share whatever you have you over excessively share it, and then in the latter end you are found wanting of the same thing you had maybe a minute or a day ago, a few seconds ago abundantly. Now you lack that thing. So this Congolese proverbs states that if you are too modest, then you will go hungry. Still stating that self-preservation comes first. You must always keep enough to have something to share, but keep for yourself. Another Congolese proverbs. And all of these proverbs are Congolese proverbs. So I'm going to change it. I will notify when we're going to be changing proverbs. So here we go. No matter how long the night is, the morning is short to come. I'm sorry, that one was a repeat. I'm sorry. Let me replace that proverb. A pretty face and fine clothes do not make character. It is what is integral. Substance is the substance of life. So a pretty face and fine clothes, putting on a show, does not make a good character. It is what is integral. It is the moral class. It is the discipline. It is the tolerance. It is the civility of an individual that allows them to climb to a higher consciousness that is beyond emotion, beyond impulse. And it is a things mentality. And if anyone knows the riddle of the things, it means that the riddle of the things states that we must never allow our animal nature, our corporeal form, our physical form, to overcome our intellectual nature, which is our God sense, our ability to connect to reason and intellect. That is our higher self. So with that said, to move on to another proverb. A pretty basket does not prevent worries. A pretty basket, something that you have close to you that you cherish, does not prevent the things that are inevitable to come. Having the basket should not shift your focus from doing what needs to be done. For there are things that needs to be done, and there are things that are going to be inevitable to happen. So having that pretty basket does not mean that everything is okay. Because for some people, something good happens for them and they forget all about the responsibilities they had and the things that they have to do, in other words. here's another Congolese proverbs. The actual behavior of a human being is a learned behavior. The civility of a person, the humaneness of a person. They learn that from childhood through parent-child relations, to children relations and socialization. So how we behave is there definitely in tandem connection with those who we interact with, and it is a learned behavior. Individual productivity contributes to the community's wealth, to the wealth of a community. And that's another Congolese. It's another Congolese proverb that's saying individual production contributes to the community's wealth, individual productivity. So therefore, it's recommended that all of us should be fruitful. So when all of us have our hands in farming, in business, in production, doing things that are productive as a whole, it is more better for the economy of everyone. There's more viability for each of us. So each of us should contribute so we can give to our community. Everybody is a social product here. Then again, it states everyone is affected by how they deal with people. I'm sorry about that. Everyone is affected by their social relationship with others. Here is the final proverb. I may give you a bonus. When the bee comes to your house, let her have beer. You may want to visit the bee's house someday. Here and then the bee represents someone who is prominent, someone with power, someone with resource that you would want to have. So whenever they come into your domain, whenever people come into your domain, you give them, you oblige them, you entertain them, you keep them, how would I say this? I wouldn't want to say you entertain them, but you keep them hospitable, you keep them comfortable while around you, while in your domain, while you invite them in, giving them a drink or some water or something like that. So therefore, if it was to be, you should meet them out in public, or you should ask them for a favor. It would be on their hearts in a good part to grant you that favor if they had it in their power to do so. It does not mean that necessarily that they have to do that, they are going to do it. It's just setting up yourself for being in their favor. I'm going to give you one more proverb. Taking water from the same well doesn't make all the wives' gravy taste good. This is the final proverb. I will believe in this proverb for our viewers and subscribers to answer it. Decipher this proverb. Leave it in the comment section what you think it is, what your thoughts of this proverb means, and we'll start on the proverb first session tomorrow. With that said, I love you, my brother, my sister, wherever you are around the world. We give thanks for life. Let us all keep the discipline of life, respect Mother Nature, respect each other. One love from us here in Jamaica. Like, subscribe, comment.